Kevin's path to the wall took 35 years from the day he was injured in Vietnam. In July of 1968, Kevin was serving in Vietnam in the infantry in the 1st Air Cav. He stepped off a helicopter, and soon after, I believe because he was carrying the radio, a very big, heavy radio on his back, he stepped on an enemy detonated landmine, which went off behind him. The radio saved his life, but he lost his legs. He decided on a wheelchair rather than prosthetics. He became a whiz in that wheelchair. He had upper body strength like you read about. And he just went everywhere in it. In the wheelchair, he had a car with hand controls, and nothing stopped him. He was never one of those why me people. He never felt sorry for himself. He just plodded forward.
Like many that are speaking today, our loved ones that have passed have received many honors and medals. And I guess when we look at them and reflect on them, it does bring back a lot of emotions, but I'm sure all of us wish that we had them instead of the medals. To think that he only lived 18 years before his life ended. He was 6 years older than me. My sister, who was a twin, we always would say he's our big brother, our protector. And I was thinking, when I think back of how we were told, my sister and I were in junior high school, and we were called down to the office, and 2 servicemen told us that our brother Ronnie had died in Korea. And I'm thinking, no, my brother wasn't in Korea. What did I know? So we went home, and it was like the whole world ended. I'd never been the same. Every time something happens in my life that's notable, a marriage, a child being born, I could only think, oh, what would it be like? My son is like, I know they would have been best friends. And what a great uncle. He's so much like Ronnie. Tough, fresh. I think of him, it feels like he's been gone for so long. And yet, when we were told, it seemed like yesterday.
While our loved ones are off serving our nation, their families go through life, praying each day that they don't receive that late night knock on the door. On March 9th, 1968, the Tet Offensive was in full swing. It was the deadliest time of the Vietnam War. My brother Billy was an 18-year-old Marine corporal, just 8 days from his 19th birthday. Even long before then, he was my hero. He's everything I wanted to be: fearless, charismatic, kind. Each day the newspapers would headline the daily casualty count, so we knew that the chances of him making it home unscathed were getting less and less each day. But that still doesn't prepare you for that knock. Nothing does. I was a 17-year-old high school senior that night when I opened the door to 2 naval officers standing there. I knew instantly why they were there. Why him? Why anyone? By coming to the smaller towns of our nation, this wall gives us a chance to gather, to share memories, and for our nation to finally give us the welcome home and thank you that we deserve but never received.